Let's talk about some stuff that no one really prepares you for in your first year as a wedding photographer. Today I wanted to share what I wish I knew when I first started. Whether you're working as a second photographer or booking your own weddings, I hope this helps you grow with more confidence and avoid some common stresses early on. Okay, the first thing I wanted to touch on is that confidence comes from having a base and not from memorizing 100 different poses. In my first year, my mind would go totally blank in the middle of a session. I thought I needed this giant mental library of poses ready at all times. Now I know I just need a good base to start with and I can build momentum from there. And a little trick that I still use to this day, especially when I want to try something new, is I'll take a photo with my camera before the session of my list of things I want to try. And then that way, if my mind goes blank during the session, instead of having to pull out my phone or a paper with a list on it, I can just scroll back to that first photo and quickly read the prompt. The second thing I wanted to touch on is that imposter syndrome is totally normal and it doesn't mean that you're not meant to do this. I remember showing up to my first few weddings thinking, why did they hire me? But just because you feel like an imposter does not mean that you are one. That feeling honestly just means that you care. With every single wedding that I photographed, I gained proof that I was capable. And I started rewriting that inner dialogue and started to not feel like an imposter anymore. Okay, and then the third thing I wanted to touch on is that family photos don't need to be scary on a wedding day, especially if you have a plan. I honestly wish that I knew when I first started that family photos didn't need to feel awkward or overwhelming. They honestly used to really intimidate me and I would be unsure how to properly direct so many people at once. But once I created a basic framework of how I moved through that part of the day, including having the couples create a grouping list ahead of time and having a system for calling out names, it's become one of the easiest parts of a wedding day. When you lead with kindness and confidence, people respond much better and everything just flows faster. Okay, the fourth thing I wanted to touch on is you don't need all of the gear to start. In the beginning, I honestly thought that my work wouldn't be good enough because I didn't have all the gear or multiple lenses. But honestly, your gear can be pretty minimal as long as you have a versatile lens. In the beginning, it's better to just focus on learning your settings and how to manipulate your camera and finding good light. Focus on mastering what you have before chasing new stuff. That's what helps build consistency and confidence. Once you've mastered that and you feel like you've outgrown your equipment, then that's the perfect time to start upgrading. And it doesn't have to be all at once. You can slowly add to your kit throughout the years. Your first year is full of growth and learning curves, so give yourself space to learn without the pressure of being perfect. And if posing is one of the things you want to be more confident in, download the free 10 posing prompt guide down below. It's a simple tool that will allow you to walk into your sessions with more confidence and get more natural looking photos every time. Thank you so much for watching and you'll see me in the next video. Bye!